Hi everybody, it's Catherine from In the Pink Designs. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and everything that I use today you can purchase from Stampin' Up! Through me at the address at the top of the screen. It's also linked below. My project today is this cute penguin box that is 5 inches long by 2 inches wide by 2 inches wide this way by 1 inch this way. Alrighty, so inside the box I have one of these Sephora Give Me Some Sugar gloss bombs, which is basically a lip gloss, but it has some of the ingredients of a balm in it too. I got these at Marshall's for $4.50. They were on clearance. They're usually, I think, at Marshall's $4.99, but I think they were $12.99 at Sephora before this, a couple of months ago. So that's what's inside here. But you could also put treats, or you could put one of these and some treats, or any other kind of lip balm or lip gloss or lipstick will fit in here. It's a good size length box. So let me show you what I used. Well, I used the Penguin Place stamp set and the Penguin Builder Punch. I used the Whimsy and Wonder Designer Series Paper. I used this beautiful Pool Party striped grosgrain ribbon, which is retiring, and I just opened it. I guess I didn't use this enough, but it's on the retiring list, so it's while supplies last. It's really pretty, and it goes with whatever has Pool Party in it. The Whimsy and Wonder actually had Soft Succulent, I believe, but I used only the Blushing Bride papers and added my own Pool Party stuff in. The Pool Party, I also used, the Pool Party DSP is from Sweet Stockings DSP. So the Blushing Bride for the package and for the matting on the box is from Whimsy and Wonder, and this piece of Pool Party DSP is from Sweet Stockings. Alrighty, so I need, for this project, we need a piece of Pool Party cardstock that is 8 by 6.5. We need some basic white for stamping and for punching the inside of the penguin body. We need basic black for the outside of the penguin body, and pumpkin pie for her feet. For the DSP, we need 2 pieces that are 4 3/4 by 1 3/4, 2 pieces that are 3/4 by 4 3/4, and 2 pieces that are 3/4 by 1 3/4. All right, now we use the Tailor Made Tags to cut one of the tags. This is the largest. It's the largest one of this side. These out of Pool Party cardstock and the Sweet Stockings DSP. And we're just going to put these on each other just to make them really sturdy for the tag. And I also cut one from vellum. And what I did with the vellum is I embossed some snowflakes from the Time of Giving stamp set. This one I used white embossing powder and Versamark. I think I might try the clear embossing powder and Versamark on this one today, and we'll see how that comes out. And that's all the bits we need. So let's start with our 8 by 6.5 piece of cardstock. And my Simply Scored. I'm going to start on the 8-inch side. And on the 8-inch side, we're going to score at 1, 6, and 7. Okay, we're going to turn it to the 6.5-inch side, and we're going to score at 1/2, 2.5, 3.5, and 5.5. And that's it. Alrighty. I'm gonna fold and burnish, and this is the last few days of the joining bonus offer. That is, get 70 get $125 worth of product for $75 and free shipping. So that's a big deal. You don't have to continue if you have your eye on $125 worth of products, which could even be your machines. You can get it and then just let the 3 months expire. Okay, this is what we want to do. Now, we have a skinny rectangle on the right-hand side, 1 inch across the bottom, and 2 1 inches across the top. And this is what we're going to do. Okay, I'm going to get rid of a bunch of stuff on the top, one thing on the bottom, and then cut the tabs. Alrighty, so let's start on the bottom left-hand side, and remember the skinny rectangle is on the right-hand side. There's a square here. We're going to cut to the first score line and then wedge the square. Move to the other side of this rectangle, cut that straight, move to the other side of the square, cut it straight so that both the rectangles are straight, and then wedge a little bit out of each side of the square. Okay. All right, now move to the other side of this rectangle, cut it straight to the first score line, and then just wedge a little bit up onto the skinny rectangle. All right, now we're going to turn it 180. And we're going to start on the bottom left. Now our skinny rectangle is on the left-hand side. All right, there's 2 pieces of skinny rectangle right here. We're going to cut straight to the second score line and then just wedge a little bit of the main part of the skinny rectangle again. Okay, so now these 2 larger rectangles are going to be our flap. So go to the other side of them and cut straight to the second score line. Now these 2 squares, we're going to cut next to them straight until the second score line again. We're going to remove the top square and then, and then wedge a little bit out of both sides of these squares. Okay, so now these 2 rectangles we don't need. We're going to get rid of them. So we're going to go to the other side of them, cut straight to the second score line, and then get rid of those. Okay. Now we're going to get rid of this piece, this extra square on top, and then wedge both of these sides of the square. And that's your 2 tabs here and here. Alrighty. Now that's it for cutting. Now we just need the detail trio punch, and we're going to round these 2 corners of our flap. Okay, now this is what your cardstock should look like after you're done scoring and cutting and rounding the corners. Okay, now we need our tear and tape, and we're going to put it on what's left of the skinny rectangle close to the score line. Okay, I'm going to take your pick tool, and I'm going to take the backing off of the tape and roll back any of the adhesive that goes over the edges. All right, I'm going to flip it over, flip the side with the tape over, and then flip the other side to mat over on top. Okay, so now this is our back. I'll fold this for a second. This is our back here, so we're going to push in the side flaps and the back, and this is where we're going to put our tear and tape. It's the back of the front flap. I'm going to put 2 pieces in there just in case you put a lot of candy or something heavier in there. Take that off. The only reason I mention the tool's names a lot is I get a lot of questions as to what the tool was, so I say them in most of my videos. All right, and we're just going to make sure it's nice and square. Press it down and open it up and press it down inside. Okay. Now we need our DSP. Straighten up, sorry. All right, so now we're going to take our two pieces for the front and back that are 4 3/4 by 1 3/4. And I'm going to use liquid glue. Okay, and we need our two pieces that are 3/4 by 4 3/4 for the sides, the long sides. Okay, and now we have our two small pieces that are 3/4 by 1 3/4. And they're going to go on the top and on the flap. All right, so the one for the flap, we need to round both corners on one edge. Okay, and then we're just going to attach these with liquid glue. Now I'm just going to let this dry for a little bit, and we're going to do our penguin. So we need our Whisper White and our black, basic black, and our pumpkin pie. And we need our penguin builder punch. All right, and I'm going to use white on this side here. Okay, and black, basic black for the other side. And I'm going to cut 2 of the feet out of pumpkin pie. Alrighty. Okay. Now I'm going to use my silicone mat. Alright, so I'm going to put this piece on here with just about 1/8 of an inch on the bottom. Okay, and now let's put the face and the nose. And I forgot one. I need Tuxedo Black, and for the nose I need Mango Melody. Alrighty, so let's do the eyes first. Basic black. And I'm just going to put it right below the little piece of his black head that comes down. Okay. And then for the beak, let's put this away. Let's use our Mango Melody. Okay, and then let's put the rest of the penguin together first. I'm just going to put a little dot of glue. Oops, this one's coming out fast on me. And then I'm going to put his feet on, and they just hang over a little bit off over the bottom. Alrighty, now he's done for now. We'll let him dry. And we need our piece of basic white again. And I'm going to use the bow stamp, which is, where is it? Right here on the stamp set. And I'm going to use Blushing Bride for that. And we're going to have to fussy cut that out, but it's not difficult at all for that. Okay, all also, out of the Whimsy and Wonder DSP, I cut this package, little present, right out of the DSP, and it's Blushing Bride with a little bit of Old Olive and Polished Pink on there. And also, I forgot to say, with the tag dies, I cut the middle, the little extra top for the, I don't know what it's called, the hole in the top of the tag. This goes around it just to reinforce it a little bit. So I cut that out of Blushing Bride. Okay, so now we have these two tags. This is Whimsy, Sweet Stockings, and this is just Pool Party. And I'm just going to attach these together because I want it to be a little bit more sturdy than just the DSP on there. I'm just going to put it right over that. And then instead of there being a print on the back, you can write a little something back here to your recipient. Alrighty, now I'm going to put the package on with some dimensionals. Alright, so I'm going to put, this is going to go down, 2 on the top so that it's a little bit solid for the feet to rest on, and then 1 on the bottom. And I'm just going to put it right about there. And then I'm going to add my penguin with dimensionals also. And I'm just going to let the feet overhang onto the present so it looks like he is really sitting on it. All right, now we can glue our bow on. I'm going to use just a dot of glue over here. And my Take Your Pick tool, the sticky side, I'm just going to pick up the bow and put it on there and just hold it down right on the side. Okay, so that's good for that. And also I'm going to put a little bit of glue, just a little tiny bit, around the hole. My glue doesn't seem to want to come out in little bits today. All right, now I'm going to flip this over. Goodness gracious. And then I'm just going to pop that on top and just push it down. Okay, so let's just let this dry. And while that's drying, we need a piece of scrap paper and our vellum tag. All right, and we need our Versamark ink and this image from Time of Giving stamp sets, the snowflakes and the swirlies. And I'm just going to use the Versamark ink, and I'm just going to do it. Doesn't matter if you go over, it's actually better. It looks more realistic that way. Just gonna put a little right there. All right. And then this time I'm gonna try the clear embossing powder. You see the difference? This here is in the white. So let's see how the clear looks. All right, and I'm gonna shake this off for now. Just flick it a little. Put it to the side. I'm gonna put away my embossing powder. All right, and I'm just going to heat this up with my heat tool, and I'll be right back. Okay, I don't know if you can see it. There we go, let's see. There you go. I don't know which one looks prettier. They're both good, I guess. The white is a little more visible. Alrighty, so now that this is all dried up, I'm going to get one of my lip glosses. The third lip gloss was like a red, which I tend not to wear. This one's pink and this one's clear. Alright. And now you could also put in some chocolates with it. There's lots of room in there for some kisses or some other type. Now, at this point, you can just put a little Velcro dot on there instead of tying this closed, but I really wanted to use this pretty ribbon. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wind this around and give yourself a lot of extra because it gets a little bit hard to, let me put it this way so I don't have to cut it right away. Okay. All right. Then I'm just going to add on our embossed tag. And you can attach these if you don't want them to be loose. You can put the two tags, you can just put a glue dot on them and put them together with a little bit offset so you get to see the pretty one in the back too. Okay. Alrighty, and then the other one on top. Alright, and I just want them a little bit covering the front flap, just the top of them on the front flap. I'm going to close it. This is a little bit awkward. I have to use my belly, sorry. Alright, and then I'm just going to loop it. Alright, and what I've learned with tying bows, you guys probably already know this, is the lower one is the one you should make the loop with, and then the other one is the one that you should wind around and make the other loop. And that way it comes out with both of the tails in the front most of the time. Okay, there we go. That looks pretty. And I have the bow. You can put the bow on the top if you want, but I wanted it in the front a little bit. And then I'm gonna leave it long so that it's easier for the recipient to tie it if they want to retie the box. Alrighty. And you see that does look pretty, but I think maybe I like the white better. You can see it a little better, but they're both good. Alright, now for the final touches, which is always my favorite. I'm using the Wonderful Gems, which are retiring, and the Pearl Basic Jewels for the necklace. Alright, so let's do the gem first, and I'm using the clear ones with the, there's like golden iridescent glitter in there. And I'm just going to take one of the small ones, put it right in the middle of the bow. Alright, and then with the pearls, the Pearl Basic Jewels, I'm just going to make a little necklace. I started in the middle and then went up this both sides. Oopsie, a little bit far. There we go. That makes the little necklace. I just love that. I think it's adorable. You could also add, if you don't want to do the vellum with the embossing, you could add a tag with a sentiment on it. But that is it. I really enjoyed this project. I love it. I'm going to a relative's house for Thanksgiving, and I'll be giving this to some of the girls that love makeup like me. All right, if you have any questions, my contact information is below. The link to join as a demonstrator is below also, and to take the offer. My blog is linked, which has all the measurements. Okay, and I would love it if you would subscribe and hit the like button if you like my project today. And you can hit the notification bell if you want to be notified whenever I upload a project. Okay, I will see you next time. Have a really good week and a fabulous Thanksgiving. Bye.